my days, um, my days aren't perfect. You know, I have days where I have lots of days where I am stuck at my computer because I have a lot of things that I have to do, like a lot of back end things that I have to do for work. And my kids are just playing by themselves, you know, in the playroom behind me. Like, luckily, I mean, the door's open, you know, so I can hear them and stuff, but they're playing by themselves. Or, you know, or something happens, you know, with them, and I have to get upset and do timeout. And, you know, there's times when I have to stay out. I have to stay up late because I'm trying to get things done, and then I'm tired the next day, and I'm not the best mom. And, you know, there's those times, okay? And I want to be real and vulnerable and not pretend like everything is hunky-dory all the time. Hey, Wendy, thanks for hopping on. Hey, Allison. Hey, Betty. Hey, Amy. So I wanted to put that out there because I don't want you guys to feel like if you're successful, everything it just magically is okay all the time, because it's not. It's hard sometimes, and it's tough sometimes, and especially after you make, you know, some good money, or you land that perfect client, or you get recognition in your, you know, company that you're in, or your kid comes up to you and gives you this adorable picture. I don't even know where it is. No, she took it downstairs. But my daughter drew me a picture, and she gave it to me, and this is like world's best mom, and I was just about ready to cry, and I'm like, I don't deserve this. I don't, and I see I'm gonna get teary-eyed now, because for my kids to still forgive all of the things that, you know, behind the scenes, the hard crap that you have to do when you own your own business, and you're trying to also enjoy your life. And I think, like, so guys, when I was on vacation, it was so awesome. It was so awesome because I was able to just be with my kids, and I was able to kind of detach a little bit, and I was able to just relax and like just be present, you know, just be present. And it's hard for me to be present. And one thing that was interesting to me was, when I came back, I was like, oh my gosh, my list of things to do is so long. And so then I kind of had a panic attack and was freaking out a little bit. And that's when my daughter brought me this picture. And I just was like, okay, Lord, okay. So maybe I feel like a failure as a mom. Maybe I feel like a failure as a friend, because, you know, to be honest with you, I don't, I have a lot of friends. I do have a lot of friends, but I don't always spend time with my friends all the time because I'm busy, you know, because I'm trying to get, you know, things going, and I'm trying to, you know, juggle all the balls and make sure that everybody's happy with everything, you know, and I know I can't please everybody, but I'm human, right? So I have imposter syndrome like nobody's business. And I may appear very put together and very like, oh yeah, I've got it all together and everything's great, you know. And but I just wanted to come out here and be vulnerable and let you know that yes, I've had success, and yes, it's been awesome, but it's almost scary, because I'm like, am I going to be able to live up to that? Am I going to be able to, because I'm starting to get, things are starting to happen in my life that I had no idea the Lord had planned for me. And I'm getting excited, and I'm getting noticed, and I'm like making strides in my business, and I'm making strides, you know, even with my kids. Like, my daughter wanted to start a business, so she actually has like 2 or 3 businesses. She does yarn dolls. She does, what else? Oh, she does, in the wintertime, she does a hot chocolate stand. And then in the summertime, they do a lemonade stand. And then she's also started to make bracelets and a bunch of other things. And so for her to like take that entrepreneurial spirit, you know, that I have, and for me to be able to kind of teach her, okay, this is like what you do, this is how you put the money in the business, this is what you need to put in savings, this is how, you know, all the things, and then teaching her about, you know, the quality of the product versus, okay, how are you going to price it, and all the things. Like, it just makes my heart so happy that she is wanting to do that, you know. And so all of that said, I still have imposter syndrome. I still struggle with, am I good enough? Am I going to make it? Is this success truly success, or is this a fluke? Is this just me kind of just like falling into things and it not being really my skill or my talent? But I want to come on here to tell you that I feel the same way you do. I have been in the same situations you've been in, and I know what it feels like to struggle and to work hard and to feel like you can't do it all. And I want you to know that you are amazing and that you're special and that you can do it, that you can, the key is when you're struggling with stuff like this, when you're struggling with that imposter syndrome, when you're struggling with feeling like, can I be a business owner and a mom at the same time? Like, is that even physically possible? Can I do it? The answer is yes. And the way that I know that it's yes is because I pray a lot. And it's because I turn to God and I say, this is a daily thing for me. That every time I pray, every time that I feel like I'm scattered or not focused on what I need to be focused on, He guides me and He directs me in what I need to do. And I know that I need to help people. I know that He has called me to do that. And I don't like to get emotional about it, but He has called me to do that, and He's also called me to be a mom. And if He did not call me to do that, then I would be a hot mess. And I still am a hot mess, but as long as I call on Him to help me through it and help me, on those days when I feel like a crappy mom, and then my daughter comes and gives me this drawing that she made that says world's best mom, He's telling me, He's like, you're doing a good job. You are, you're doing what you need to do, and I will help you through it every step of the way. So, so I hope this gives you some confidence, guys, and I hope that you can see that even when we have success, even when we sit there and we smile on the camera, and honestly, guys, I went through the pictures from Disney were so much fun to go through, because I tried to pick out ones that were, real, and all that, but I also wanted ones where my kids were smiling, right? And so I don't know if you as a mom, if you do this, but you take 1,000 pictures of your kids to get one good one. So you ended up getting, a collage of the nice ones where we were all smiling and happy. But it doesn't always work out that way. It doesn't always work out that way. You're not able to always make things go smoothly. But the key is to never lose faith, never lose hope, get up again. If you're in a funk, pray, read your scriptures, go on a walk, call your best friend, because they'll, give you words of encouragement, and they love you unconditionally, just do what you need to do to get yourself in the best place possible. And just know that it's not over. It's never gonna end. It's never gonna resolve itself. It's never going to go away. I guarantee you that the gurus like Ray Higdon and Diane Hockman and Brandon Brown and everybody, they all have those insecurities. They do. They all have them. Whether you think they're there or not, they are. And the key is learning to realize that is just your insecurities coming out. That is not really what's happening. You are competent. You are strong. You are capable of doing what God has called you to do. You are, you're a rock star. You are called, your calling on this earth is what it needs to be. So if you feel like you need to help, women in business, or you need to, go run a marathon, I don't care what it is. If you feel called to do that, then do it. And have faith, step in faith, even though you can't see every single step in front of you, just step out in faith and just do it. Okay? Because He will bless you beyond measure. And that's what's happened to me. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. But I feel blessed, and I couldn't not express that, because sometimes I forget. Sometimes I get in my own way, and I get in my own head, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, all of these things are happening. Oh man, I must be like doing something right. Must be awesome. But then I forget to thank him. I forget to thank him because he's the one blessing me because I'm stepping out in faith. If I don't ever step out in faith, then I can't bless anyone. I can't bless anyone's lives. I can't make my own life better. I can't what they need to be and who they need to be, because I'm being a hypocrite. I'm not stepping out in who I need to be. So it all goes hand in hand, okay? And so anyways, that's all I had to say. I don't know if that even made sense, but sometimes when I get emotional, my mind just like goes everywhere. But I love you guys, and I'm so thankful that you're here and that you're willing to listen to me babble about my feelings and kind of where I'm at. But I know that I'm so blessed, and I know that God is looking out for me, and he is looking out for my family, and he's looking out for you too. Okay? He's looking out for you too. And he loves you, and he cares about you, and he wants you to be successful in whatever way that looks. If that's just being successful as a mom because you feel like you're being pulled in so many directions and you don't feel like, you know, you're really called to do a business. Let's say you got into it because you thought, oh, it may be nice to do a little side income or something, but that's just not for you. Listen to what he's telling you and follow it, and you'll be blessed. Okay? And so I just want to thank God because he has blessed me and he's continuing to bless me, but I have to step out in faith. And there's this quote on my board right here that's that I look at every single day. It's been on my board for like, I wouldn't say a year, but close. It's been on my board for like 9 months. But it says willpower. So we talk about willpower, right? Willpower equals our will, so our willingness to step out in faith, right? Plus his power. We are not powerful without him. And so